Hi, I'm Brian with Big Red Rooster. I'm here today to introduce you to our sleep training alarm clock. Here's an example of the packaging. We actually designed this sleep training alarm clock to teach your children to stay in bed longer so parents can sleep. And in order to do that, what we do is we have the dog holding a ball. The ball will glow red at night and turn green at the alarm time. The red ball indicates to your children to stay in bed. When the ball is green, it means it's okay to get out of bed. So what I'm going to show you is the AC adapter, which is included on the clock here. So you can power the clock with the AC adapter, and you plug it in at the back of the clock right here, or you can power the clock by 3 AA batteries, which you insert here on the bottom. You do not need both. You could power the clock by either the AC adapter or AA batteries. The first thing I'm going to show you on the alarm clock is the children controls. The children controls are on the pause. So the one over here is the backlight. Your child will press this button and the backlight screen will come on for 10 seconds. The other paw is the buzzer and green light off button. So your child will use this to turn the alarm off or turn the green light off. Again, this will turn the buzzing sound off or the green light off. That will only work when the alarm has gone off. Your child cannot turn the alarm off early or deactivate it. On the back are all the parent controls here. So at the top are all the buttons, and what we did is we actually printed all the instructions you need right here in the clock, so you do not need to grab the manual. So what I'll do is I'll run through each of these and show you how to program the clock. The first one here is the time set button. Again, these instructions are right down here. So what you do, and I will show you so you can see the front here, you press the time set button for 2 seconds, and then what you can see is the set will flash on the top of the screen there, and then on the back you use the minute and the hour buttons to adjust the time. So I'll flip it around again so you can see what I'm doing. So again, I'm going to put the hours down, and I'm going to put the minutes up or the minutes down. And once you get to the time that you actually want, or the time that it is, you go ahead and you press the time set button for 1 second, and it will lock in that time. Okay, next I'm going to show you how to set the alarm. So on the back here there are 2 alarm times. So many parents use the alarm time 1 for the weekdays and alarm time 2 for the weekends because they want to sleep in longer. Right below that is how you turn the alarms on or off through the parent controls. So to set the first alarm time, I'm going to show you this button. Again, these instructions are right down here. I'm going to flip it around so you can see it. So you hold the alarm 1 set button for 2 seconds. Set will flash on the screen, and since I used the alarm 1, you see the bell and the 1 flashing. Okay, then you use the minute and the hour buttons to adjust the time to wherever you want. I don't think anyone wants to wake up at 4 a.m. here, so let's make it a little bit later. Once you get the alarm time that you want, you press the alarm set button for 1 second. So I'm going to show you here again. We're on alarm 1. Press it for 1 second. And what will happen is that alarm time will set. Now, if you want to review the alarm time that you set, you press the alarm 1 set button for 1 second. And what will happen is the alarm time will show for 3 seconds and then go back to the current time. So again, I'm going to press it one more time so you can see it. Press the alarm set 1 button for 1 second. Review will show at the top of the screen. The alarm time will show for 3 seconds. So this way you could check the alarm time that you set. Then when you want to actually go ahead and turn the alarm on, you press this button right here. So this is the alarm 1 on off, alarm 2 on off. Again, we're working with alarm 1. So you press that button, and I will show you what happens when you press that. The ball will turn red. So this will indicate to your children at night that they need to stay in bed, or if they wake up too early, the ball will stay red here. All right. So if your child actually tries to turn it off early with this button, nothing will happen. So they can't turn it off early and say, Mom or Dad, the ball was green, I was supposed to get out of bed. No, that won't happen. The only way to turn it off early is to go back to the parent compartment here and turn it off or turn it on. Okay, so again, if you want to set the alarm to, you set it in the same manner. To turn it alarm to on off, you press this button here. Again, the instructions are right down here. We also do list the children's instructions right here, so you can tell your children how it works. And then next we'll go to the nap timer here. So the nap timer button is right here. To set the nap timer, it's just like setting the alarm or setting the time. You hold the nap timer button for 2 seconds. So I'm going to flip it around here. Okay, so nap timer, hold it for 2 seconds. And then what will happen is nap on and set will flash on the screen. Okay, so then what you do is you use the minutes and the hours to adjust it. So you could do anywhere from up to 12 hours down to 1 minute. And then once you get to that, the time that you want, so we're only going to set it for 1 minute here. Again, you just press the nap timer button here for 1 second. That will activate the alarm for the nap timer. So you can see the ball turn red here, and it has started to count down. So I only set this for 1 minute, as you can see. Give it for 1 second here. I set it for 1 minute. It's counting down now. And then what will happen is at the nap timer alarm, the sound will go off and then the ball will turn green. And if your child tries to turn it off early by pressing either of these buttons, the current time will just show. So they cannot turn it off early with either that button or the backlight button. It will just give them 10 seconds of the current alarm or current time. So we only have 12 seconds left here. I'm going to let it go so you can actually hear the sound that it makes, and you can see that it will turn to the green light, and we will show you how your children will actually turn off the alarm. Okay, so the nap timer is done. We only set it for 1 minute. So now when the buzzer sound is going off or the green light is on, your child just comes around here, presses this button, turns it off. Okay. So next what we will do is we will show you the buzzer on off button. So you heard that sound. Now sometimes if you're using the, for example, the nap timer, you only want the green light to come on, because if your child is still tired, you want them to sleep. So to turn off that buzzing sound, you press this button right here. Again, the instructions are down here at the bottom. So I'm going to flip it around so you can actually see what happens here. Okay, so see how it says buzzer on? That means the sound will go on. You'll hear that buzzing sound at the nap timer or at the alarm time. Press it again, it disappears. There will only the green light will turn on now. Okay? So next I'm going to show you these two in order. You could adjust the brightness of the red ball by pressing the brightness button, which is right down here. You could also adjust the duration of the green light by pressing this button. So I'm going to run through those two options for you here. Okay, so first, the brightness button. So you press the brightness button. The default is at 100%. You press it again. You could turn it off. This way you only use the buzzer sound. You could put it to 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. And in this video, you might see it flashing a little bit. That's just because it's a video. It is a solid light. It does not flash. So again, 100, 0, 25%, 50%, 100%, and then it will lock after 5 seconds to whatever brightness level you set it. Okay? And then the button right next to it is the green light duration button. So this will say how long the green light will stay on. So for example, if you think it's okay for your children to wake up at 7, but they get up at 8:30, you'll probably want to set this to 2 hours. So you just keep on pressing through. So the time is 15 minutes for the green light, 30 minutes, 1 hour, an hour 30, or 2 hours is the duration the green light will stay on. And after 5 seconds, that duration time will lock. The very last thing I'm going to show you is there is a little hole for the reset. So if your clock is malfunctioning in any way, what you could do is take a paper clip and just take that paper clip and poke that hole, and it will reset the clock to the factory defaults. All right. And thank you for your time. Again, this is the Big Red Rooster sleep training alarm clock. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you.